Before I wrap things up, I've asked Billy Wilson, as a parent here at Chapel Field, and one who is relatively new to the area, to give a testimony of what he's seen in classical education here at Chapel Field. Billy, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Spanger. It's not a surprise. He actually got me here tonight with snacks also. No, I just want to say that I love Chapel Field. And I think of what I love in three different ways. It's Chapel Field, it's Chapel Field Christian School, and it's Chapel Field Christian School, a classical Christian school. And like Mr. Spanger said, we visited 2.5 years ago. We came to town in the process of moving to the Hudson Valley, trying to figure out where we were going to live, what we were going to do, and where our children are going to go to school. I have 4 children at Chapel Field. Now, this year they're in 9th, 7th, 5th, and 3rd grades. And we went and we toured Chapel Field after having seen it online. And I see the pictures and I read the stuff that's going on there, and I say, there's no way it's going to live up to this. And so we came and we toured the school. We met many of the staff on that tour, and we walked away and we said, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but it seems to live up to the website. And we left excited. We left excited for this place that now we know is everything that it looked like it was on that visit. As schools seem to be tightening down things, and there's less like PE and less going outside and things like that. On the first day of school this year, we got our kids learning archery, outside. And when certain teachers aren't looking, they're running in the creeks and, pulling out minnows and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, man, kids are being kids, and they're getting dirty, and they're running and playing. And, I sit at a baseball game 2 springs ago even, and there's an eagle flying over as I look at the Shawangunk Ridge. Like, are you kidding me? This is where we go to school. And then a dog runs across the field too, and you're like, oh, that's awesome. And so there's this, Dr. Perrin pointed to, there's this uniqueness that even in this, we're a part of something bigger. There's a uniqueness that is Chapel Field. And then if that's not enough, there's Chapel Field Christian School. And for those of us that want to see our children grow in the nurture and admonition of the Lord, it's just too easy to look at the culture around us and say, that's not it. and so there is certainly a sense even of just retreat and say, I've got to run away from what the culture is doing, and where's the nearest place I can hide out? Give me a cave somewhere. And maybe that's how you've seen Christian school, but Chapel Field is so much more than that as a Christian school, and that it's not just a hideout. It's not just avoiding bad things, but I see my kids getting good things poured into them. I see them learning catechisms, and I see them learning scripture, and I see them learning great hymns of the faith, all of these things that are building them up. And so instead of this being this lonely battle as a parent to say, how in the midst of this crazy world that we live in, are we going to instill in our children the faith that was given to us? We're not at it alone. We're partnered with these teachers and helpers and other parents and this institution in seeing that happen. And as if that's not enough, like I said, our oldest is in 9th grade, and so it was roughly 10 years ago that my wife introduced me to classical education. And she's telling me about all this stuff they can memorize and know and do, and I'm like, hey, can they get a job? I'm the dummy, and I'm like, I don't think I got any of that, and here I stand. But the more I heard, the more I saw that it was something true, it was something good, it was something beautiful. I thought, we need this. Why didn't I get that? I want that for my children. And now, fast forward 10 years, and they've memorized stuff, And then they're starting to piece together how all of those pieces of the puzzle work. And now we're moving into even kind of a third phase with the ninth grader where he's teaching me stuff. And then I'm like, well, I'll be. It worked. and so we're still in the midst of it. And I think one thing I've learned is its phases. And I'm still learning. I had to ask my wife, am I right? Is this how this is working? And that, our third and fifth grader are still in the kind of, they're just stockpiling stuff. Like they're getting all these facts and figures and putting them in the brain. And then the seventh grader is kind of into that phase of lining up all that different stuff and thinking, oh, well, this connects this way and this goes here. And the ninth grader is kind of on the brink of the stage of this educational process where they're bringing it back and they're putting it all together and they're talking things out for themselves. And you got like a team bus of baseball players discussing philosophical issues, and we're just like, wow, that's weird. But when I look around at so much of what's going on in the world around us, there's a big part of me that's pretty content to say, you know what, I want to be weird. I want my kids to be weird if that's what normal is. And man, we found a gem right here at Chapel Field Christian School, a classical Christian education. And so I'm excited to be a part of it. I hope you are too. I know tonight is part of that. And I look forward to being on the journey with all of you. Thank you.